You've heard of the famous 10,000 hour rule, right? The idea that if you practice something for 10,000 hours, you'll become a master? What if I told you that this rule is only half the truth? That there's a faster, more effective way to master any skill? Introducing the 10,000 experiment rule, a game changer in skill building. Instead of mindlessly practicing for hours, what if you treated skill building like a scientist, testing, failing, and tweaking until you discover what really works? Get ready, because today we're uncovering the secret to mastering anything, faster, smarter, and more effectively than you ever imagined. Chapter 1. The problem with the 10,000-hour rule. The 10,000-hour rule is based on a study by psychologist Anders Ericsson. He found that world-class experts had practiced for roughly 10,000 hours. But here's the catch. This study was about deliberate practice, not just repetition. Mindless practice is like pressing the same broken elevator button over and over, expecting it to work. Without feedback, change, and experimentation, you stay stuck. Chapter 2. The Science of Experimentation. Think of skill building like a science experiment. Scientists don't just try one thing for 10,000 hours. They test different variables, analyze results, and make adjustments. This is where the 10,000 experiment rule comes in. Instead of practicing for 10,000 hours, aim to do 10,000 small experiments. Each experiment gives you feedback, refines your approach, and accelerates your learning. Chapter 3. Real-world proof. Edison didn't invent the light bulb in one go. He ran thousands of experiments to find the perfect material for the filament. He didn't just put in 10,000 hours. He conducted 10,000 tests. Successful YouTubers, athletes, and entrepreneurs all follow this method. They don't just grind. They experiment, adapt, and evolve. Chapter 4. How to apply the 10,000 experiment rule. Step 1. Break down your skill into small components. If you're learning guitar, experiment with different finger placements, strumming styles, and playing techniques. Step 2. Try different approaches. Watch tutorials, mimic different players, and see what works best for you. Step 3. Track your progress. Keep a journal. Note what works, and double down on effective methods. Chapter 5. The Mindset Shift. Most people fear failure. But in the 10,000 experiment rule, failure isn't bad. It's data. Every failure gives you information to refine your next attempt. So, next time you struggle, don't just practice harder. Experiment smarter. Now here's your challenge. Pick something you want to master and commit to 100 experiments, not hours. Experiments. Drop a comment below on what skill you're tackling, and let's make this a movement. Remember, the road to mastery isn't about time. It's about experiments. The more you test, the faster you grow. Now go out there and master anything.